welcome back to another hashtag Finance Friday, and we are picking up the conversation with Mark Taylor. He's the MD of TEMAMII, and you might have missed our first part, which is fine. You can go back and check it out, where he was talking all about his journey as it relates to TEMAMII and how he's gotten involved in 4IR. And we were super fortunate that he provided a whole lot of business knowledge that came along with it. And today we're sharing part 2, which is where he talks about the concept of making money versus not making money and what that means in our business and how that links back to 4IR. Always, that is our underlying concept and our underlying thread that's coming through there, but it is all about future-proofing our business. So tune in as we chat a little bit further to Mark, and then in a little while, you'll be able to see part 3 where we chat to him again. Enjoy!
You're talking about these cool products and you've elaborated on the whole concept of 4IR and what this actually means. But I think a lot of business owners either don't understand what it means for their business, or maybe they've got an idea about what it actually looks like, but they try and implement it and things go wrong, or they don't, I don't know, they just don't quite grasp the concept properly. So can you just maybe talk to us about some of the pitfalls that business owners might face in this whole process of trying to get on with 4IR?
100%. So the first thing you look at, your systems. Are they paper-based? If you're still running paper-based systems, no. So paper-based systems mean someone has to fill it in, and someone has to put it somewhere, and someone has to read it, and someone has to sign off, and someone has to file it, and somebody pretends to read it, and that's data, that's dead data. So in a small company, that's not so important, but in these slightly larger companies, you've got a data pool. We call it a data pool or a data lake or a sea of data, depending how big your organization is. That data is crucial for understanding what the heck is going on in your business. Are you actually making a profit? Where are you losing money? Where are your systems holding you up? Where are the bottlenecks in your production line? What's holding you back? And is paperwork part of that? Is your admin killing your business? Is your admin throttling your business? Are people being prevented from doing what they need to do? Sales and marketing guys, how much paperwork have you burdened them with? Are they busy with clients, or are they busy filling in reports? What's more important, talking to a client and convincing them to buy a product, or filling in a report? Hello? Where's the money? Is the money in the report, or is the money in talking to the client? It's actually in both. No, it's in both. You're reporting. If it's digitalized or digitized, if you can figure that one out, you're a real 4IR funny. If you know the difference between digitalization and digitization, if you can pronounce it correctly. Right. So the one is if you photocopy something, you've digitalized it, I think. Don't quote me on that. The other one is 4IR robots.
Right.
Okay. So one of them, you'll have to Google that. But anyway, your systems, you look at your systems. If they're still paper-based, you're outdated. So it's absolutely crucial to see what data are you missing about your business because you're still running on paper. And then, and that's fault finding, machines breaking down, how often. So it's very difficult to take that paper and put it onto a graph so that you've got a dashboard.
Right.
Now, a dashboard is when you can work off your phone from the beach. So we hear of these farmers, these mythical farmers that are running their farms from the beach. So they do exist, but they can do that because they've automated all their systems. The only issue is you've automated all your systems, but who's managing your systems? Who's making sure your data that's being reported is accurate? And that's where there's another little interesting part to this is, where are you getting your machinery from? What are your service level agreements like with your service providers, your vendors of equipment, fancy equipment, and so on? You need to be very careful of that. So this is slightly bigger, but some of the bakeries and that, the equipment comes from Italy. They're not allowed to touch their machinery. Their whole factory is run by Italians in Italy. The Italians are running their machines. If something goes wrong, it's the Italian that must fix it. So you need to be very, very careful on what's your turnaround time on your piece of equipment breaking down. Is it a crucial part of your process? If it breaks down, does your whole process stop? What's the repair time like? What's your service level agreements like? Have you tested them? So these kind of questions, you need to be very, very careful. You need to ask those questions drill down into asking those questions so that you know exactly what's going to happen when things go wrong. Because things will go wrong. The more technical you make it, the more complex you make it, the more things can go wrong. Your interlaying systems, your plugins, your SAP. SAP is like, it's a monster. And if you're a vendor to a big superpower company and you're not plugged into SAP and stuff like that, you're not gonna make that business. But now you need to understand the costs of being fully SAPified. ISO audits are expensive, but if you don't have your ISOs, you're not going to sell.
Yeah.
You can't sell your product to Europe if you don't have ISO certification. So what are your plans around that? You must be very aware of these things before going down a path. So you need to understand these interlinks between the different technologies that your big client might have and might force you to also deploy and employ. You've got to have a plan around that. What are you going to do to get your systems in place? And how can you plug into other systems? Is there compatibility between your older systems, what they call legacy systems, and new systems? Your cybersecurity, if you're still running on Windows 7, which is about to be chopped if it hasn't already been chopped, there's no upgrades on, there's no security upgrades, etc. That means you're at big risk. And please believe me, you are at big risk if you don't have any cybersecurity in place. So that's absolutely crucial. There are guys out there, 12-year-olds, 10-year-olds, 2-year-olds that are busy trying to hack into your systems. Never mind the older geeky guys. Yeah. So there's some really bad stuff waiting for you if you don't plan for it, if you don't think about that. Cybersecurity is crucial. Your digital systems are crucial. Are they up to date? Are they and be very careful. Don't go for the latest upgrade or the latest piece of equipment because it hasn't been fully tested. Hello, guess what? Microsoft and those guys are testing their latest release on you.
Yes, that's it.
So that's how they get the product to market as quickly as possible, and then they use all of us to test the product for them. And then we alert them of all the bugs, and then they fix it, and then they bring out version 2. It's always better to go for version 3 or something. Let the really cutting edge tech geeks, let them break it and play with it, and then their businesses get hammered because they took the latest version. So don't be too eager to jump into the latest version. And the next thing is, just because it's all shiny and cool and very lacquer, doesn't mean it's going to rescue your business. If you are a crappy business person, it doesn't matter what tech I chuck at your business, it is still going to fail. If you do not know the basics and fundamentals of business, if you don't have a Christine behind you backing you on the financials, the basic stuff, you are going to fail. All right, so be ready to fail, and quickly.
Yeah, fail fast.
Fail fast, yeah, but the tech geeks fail fast, but they fail fast on purpose. You as a poor business person don't want to fail fast. You don't want to put your pension into this great idea, fail fast, and then you've got no pension, no business, no nothing. So there's a difference here, Christine. Don't fail fast. You can't tell your wife, now I failed fast. Because Elon fails fast. So I fail fast as well. All right, so you can't do that. So businesses 4R is absolutely crucial to understand what's going to disrupt your business. If we've picked up on some businesses that are really, they're on the cutting edge, they're at the top of their game, they're all world-class leaders here in South Africa, but they're losing market share just because they aren't that nth degree more efficient and than their competitors. So they're talking about efficiencies that we could only dream of, and yet they still lose market share. So you've got to really be on the top of your game. And once you get sucked into this rabbit hole, just be ready to have your brain will be blown. So you need people that can just calm you down, massage you and say, calm down, it's okay, and guide you through that process. Wusan. So us at TEMAMII, we the Wusan guys. We've realized that these IT geeks are trying to sell you stuff and might not be applicable to your business. And it might not be the best fit for your business. You, on the other hand, as a business person, you need to know, what do you want? What is your ultimate goal? What is your vision? Where do you actually want to go? You actually have to believe in your vision mission statement. Yeah. I'll say that again. You actually have to believe in your vision mission statement. It's not something that you wrote when you put your business plan together and hope some bank FNB is going to give you some money as a loan. And then forget about your vision mission statement. I've seen this. I've been in businesses that had a lack of vision mission statement. They paid some consultant or asked someone to write it up quickly, and they never stuck with it. That thing's going to come back and haunt you 10 years from now, 15 years from now. And it's going to come and haunt you when you're ready to take pension. Yeah. Because you weren't ready for that disruption. So you've got to be very, very accurate on what your vision mission is. It is a live document, but it must be your goal at the end of the day. What is your vision? What is your mission? It's something that we actually work. As I'm saying this, I'm realizing I still haven't worked fully on my vision mission statement yet. Christine told me that, and I'm like, okay, I have to do it. But it's not something that you just do it. You actually have to put thought into it and believe in it, because that's the thing that's going to carry you through the tough times. Because your business is going to almost fail a couple of times. You are going to run out of money a couple of times, what's going to pull you through? It's your vision. Really and truly, I really believe in that. You have to believe in your vision. And if you don't believe in your vision because you haven't created one, hello, you are going to fail.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to be very clear on what you're actually wanting to achieve. And no amount of tech is going to help you create your vision. Your tech must support your business. And this is a key thing. Your business is about you. It's not about the technology is not going to rescue your business or save. The business is you. It's your blood, your life, your soul, your passion, all of that. But the technology is it's not above your business. The technology is just a tool. Absolutely. What is your suite, your collection of tools look like? You've got a spade. Is your spade nice and clean and not rusty? You've got a pick. Is it sharp at either end? You've got a wheelbarrow. Does that wheelbarrow squeak, 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 squeak? It's the same in your business. What is your wheelbarrow in your business? What is the spade in your business? Are those tools nice and sharp? Are they good looking? Are they clean? No rust on them. As I'm saying this, my wheelbarrow, I used it to create a small SME business. I made a chisanyama in downtown in Pretoria. We were buying meat. So my garden wheelbarrow is actually rusting there in time. I think it's still there. My spade is rusty. I'm really useless. I'm a terrible player. I leave the stuff outside in the run, in the sun and the rain and everything. So, but
as long as that's not happening in your business.
But that's the problem. That's what I've realized with Christine. I like Christine. I met her. I was like, I've been looking for one of these Christines. Do you help me sort my business out? Because my spade and my wheelbarrow, that stuff's not working like her. And that's the key thing. What's almost as important as your business is your network. Yeah. What does your network look like? It's far more. Your network is actually far more important than your technology. Your latest fancy stuff, it's not going to help your business if you don't have a network that you can rely on. Have you got professionals in your business that you can absolutely trust their advice? Have you got layers of professionals? So you're going to ask this person for their input on tech, that one on tech, and that one on tech. Just go ask 3 totally different people. Sorry, that's 4, right? 3. Ask 3 totally different people. I failed maths in school. I was really horrible, so I still get stuck with fingers. Okay, so ask 3 totally separate people, tech guys, geek guys. What's their opinion on blockchain? And then see the 3 different answers you get. Sure. And then you'll get confused, which is great, because that's the ultimate aim of all techie guys. They want to confuse you because they want you to pay them as a consultant more money because they must just take your problem away. That's great. Tech guys, that's how they do their business. Understand the marketing is not intersecting with the reality. Reality is this. Marketing says this will be your new reality when you buy us, and it doesn't ever happen. So caveat emptor, buyer beware. Don't just go and buy the latest tech stuff because you're hoping to save your business. Make sure you understand your business fundamentals. Business has not changed since Jesus had a business. If you're not making a profit, you're unprofitable. It means you will go bankrupt. That hasn't changed over thousands of years. There's no change there. We just made it more, we just covered it in more gobbledygook. So you'll see your AGM reports, your financial reports from your big corporates. They hide the fact that they're unprofitable with all sorts of fancy terms. Yeah. So it's the same. Big business, small business. Are you making money or not making money?